Go Panthers!
And go DCSD. We've got some exciting stories for you this week, including a service project for teachers in Belize, a hot topic that got our assistant superintendents all fired up during our weekly radio show, and a little bit of a water balloon fight in very cold temperatures. Your DCSD Week in Review starts right now. Throughout the week, our DCSD community relations staff are gathering all sorts of stories. A lot of those come from news tips, which you can submit under the Good News section on DCSDK12.org. Here's one we heard about from our friends at Redstone Elementary School. Either Colorado Principal of the Year Laura Wilson made an awful lot of enemies this summer. Or, much more likely, she and her assistant principal are simply being good sports on a chilly day when temps were down in the 40s and 50s. Brr. The kiddos armed with water balloons earned this day thanks to an incredible success at their Move-a-thon fundraiser.
Our students met our goal of raising $45,000 or more for a fundraiser, and then they vote on what they get to do to my assistant principal and me. And so they voted on the balloon bus throwing water balloons at us, and now they're getting their reward.
Every student got 2 balloons and 2 wind-up pitches for raising more than $55,000 for their school. It'll lead to something tangible in the classroom, too.
We're totally proud of them. So we're going to be able to put apps on our iPads, and we're really excited about that. Awesome. All for the children. All for the children.
How long would it take you to run, 100 miles? 10 hours? 10 days? A week? Okay, either way, it takes a while. Now, imagine running 2,000 miles in one morning. Oh, come on, it's not that tough if you bend the rules a little bit and work together.
Good working, buddy.
On Wednesday, Acres Green Elementary School students and staff took to the track, running toward 2,000 miles together.
Staying active, staying healthy. Like I said, it's something we value, and it's something that we want our kids to learn to be a lifetime habit for them.
Principal Gina Smith pitched the idea as a way of understanding synergy. Cheering, screaming, and collaborating with one another is all at the heart of it.
I think it's key. It's something that is a 21st century skill that we are all learning to get better and better in. Our kids are going to need this out in the real world.
It also kicks off our district's 100-mile challenge for the year. We encourage students to tally up their people-powered morning walks and bike rides. And by the end of the school year, they've got the proof. An ultra-marathon in those shoes, a huge milestone for their health. Students can register to take part on ultra.kidsrunningamerica.org. Speaking of fitness...
What an outrage. That to me is an outrage.
The President's Council on Fitness is changing its focus a bit, meaning the end of those traditional health screenings we grew up with. It definitely got our assistant superintendents, Dan McMenemy and Chris Cutter, fired up on Let's Talk Education this week.
This is what they're going to replace from it. This is their justification. It's going to be replaced with a health-related criterion-based assessment.
We need to do some work on that. I mean, you have to do both. Obviously, kids need to know about health and wellness, but they also have to do health and wellness.
Beginning next Wednesday, Chris and Dan will get their own radio show beginning at 4 p.m. A cool bit of news with video and photos that came from Mammoth Heights. It's a service project. 24 educators are traveling to Belize for their fall break on their own dime. The Belize Education Project will deliver this huge collection of school supplies while also giving them a chance to give their Central American teaching colleagues a few tips. Those teachers from Belize will then visit Douglas County in the spring. And finally, a project of the yummy variety and the healthy kind, too. Cougar Run Elementary held their Harvest Festival for the community, showing off their garden and a collection of student-crafted art projects. Between healthy eating and healthy habits on the track, we're feeling pretty good heading into the weekend. Be sure to make it a good one.